Hello and welcome. Have you thought about how are the rich getting richer and richer every single day? Or have you thought about maybe these people are just lucky, they're just born in a nice family that allows them to actually achieve what they've achieved? Have you thought about really checking your financial situation to understand whether you are at the position where you want to be? Have you ever thought about living the dream life? Have you ever thought about going on holiday, the time, place you want to go on holiday? Have you ever thought about spending that time with your family without worrying about your financial situation, or without worrying being get sacked, or without being worried about money? And again, if you want that situation to be the situation you want to get into, in this video I'm going to share with you the 11 wealth building habits you need to master. If you master these 11 wealth building habits, you would live your dream life, you would live the comfortable life of your dream. You would also have the opportunity to travel wherever you want to go at the time and place you wanted it, without being worried about your job, or without being worried about being sacked, or without being worried about running out of money. So I'm going to share this with you so that you could actually use it to take your life to the next level. And by the way, these are habits I have adapted myself, which has helped me change my life drastically. And I'm delighted to be able to share this habit with you, because if you implement this habit and you execute on them, it will take you to the next level. It would help you actually be successful financially, morally, emotionally, physically, and mentally. So basically, these habits are the habits that will take you to the promised land. These are the habits that would allow you to transition from being poor to being rich. And again, I'm not talking the financial terms here or monetary terms. It could be anything. It could be spiritual, it could be financial, it could be moral, it could be mental. But from going from where you are here to where you want to go, these are the 11 habits I would advise you to adapt in your life to take your life or yourself to the next level. The number one habit you need to master would be setting financial goals. Setting goals, right, is very, very easy to say, very easy to do in some occasions, but very hard to implement. So I'm going to share with you what that could be. You need to be able to make a financial goal. I know you may be crazy sometimes thinking about this itself, but create a goal. Tell yourself how much money do you want to earn, for example. Ask yourself. Right? Don't worry about the figures. Don't worry about how big it is or how gigantic that financial figure is. Just put a figure on it. Is it £1 million? Is it 5 million? Is it 10 million? Is it 15 million? Is it 100 million? Is it 200 million? Is it 1 billion? Whatever that amount is, write that amount down. That is the first way to actually master that habit. You have to write it down, right? Write it down somewhere in your wall, your toilet, your bathroom, your sitting room, your kitchen, wherever you want to write that figure down. Write it down and make sure you see that figure every single day. When you wake up and when you go to bed, have that figure written somewhere. And again, if you happen to have a check, right, write that check to yourself, right? Put your name on it, right? Put the amount and sign it. Stick it somewhere on the wall. Right? Stick it somewhere. I know it might be crazy thinking about it, especially if you're in benefit or if you have not been earning lots of money for a very, very long time. And I sat here telling you to do things like that. It might be crazy, but trust me, if you do that, it will transform your life. Because I've done it, it has transformed my life myself, okay? So again, find that amount, whatever that amount is basically, write that amount down. Right? Write that amount down. And think through that amount. Think what that amount can get you in financial terms, relationship terms, for your kids, for your family, for your parent, for whoever you want that amount or that money to actually benefit. Think about it. Think the joy it would bring to you. Think the benefit it would bring to you, right? And then once you've done that financial goal, then you can break it down into yearly financial goals, into monthly financial goals, into weekly financial goals, and into daily financial goals. right? So once you've done this, if you don't achieve it, don't beat yourself, right? Hence the reason I'm asking you to set a gigantic goals, because if you aim for the stars and you landed in the moon, you still would have got very, very, very far. So again, set that financial goal and then get that written everywhere around you, on your phone screen, your screensaver, whatever it is. And the next thing you need to do after that, get someone to see it, right? Get someone to actually be an accountability partner. I know you may say, oh, I'm going to hide this because I don't want my partner to see it, or I don't want my girlfriend to see it, I don't want my brother to see it, I don't want my mom to do it, or to actually see it. But if you do that, that gives you the conviction to make it happen, okay? It gives you the conviction to make it happen, because that would then force you to make it happen, okay? So you go out there, then write that figure down, and then ensure that happens. The second habit you need to master is basically save before you spend, okay? Very important. There's so many people, they literally spend the money before they get it. What do I mean by that is they plan what they need to buy with the money before they actually get the money themselves. Okay, so do the reverse. Okay, so set 20%, 25% of your net income as a savings. If you cannot do 25%, do at least 10%. Don't do 5% because everyone does 5%. You want to squeeze yourself a little bit there, okay? So that then you will live the uncomfortable life that would allow you to live a comfortable life in the future before you spend anything. So what you do, pay yourself first. As soon as that salary, as soon as that wage hits your account, set a standing order from one account to another account and don't touch that money, right? Before you spend anything else, make sure you pull that money out so that money is saved, right? And then whatever is left over is what you're going to live on. I know it may be crazy doing this as well, especially if you live in an environment where everybody's spending lots of money, they're spending more than what they are earning, but you have to be disciplined, consistent on it as well, because that what would help you get you to your to your goal. Or if you implement this habit, it will transform your life because it would allow you to know the value of money as well. And then the third habit you need to implement also, develop a passive stream of income. So what do I mean by this? Basically, think about ways you could make money without actively being involved. Are you going to start borrowing people money? Are you going to join venture with people? Are you going to actually invest with people? Are you going to start buying your own properties, for example? Are you going to invest with someone who's got a rent-to-rent deal who hasn't got money to actually invest? Are you going to lend them that money? So again, think about passive stream of income that would allow you to actually execute, and then stick to that habit. Don't just do it with one person and then forget about it. You can do multiple deals with that same person, or you can get someone else to do the same thing too. So again, that habit, once you start getting into that habit, guess what? You would want to do it all the time. And again, that's what successful people do, right? They literally have multiple stream of incomes, right? If you're able to break that knot, right, it will literally change your life, financially, morally, physically, and literally mentally, because you would have that freedom that you need, okay? And then the fourth habit would be to live on a budget. Again, all the billionaires or the millionaires I've met, they all live on a budget, okay? They have a specific amount they spend every single month. They literally stick to it. They don't go beyond it, right? They literally stick to it. They don't literally say, oh, this month is okay, I can go over it. No. You have to be disciplined, actually, especially once you've taken that 25% off, you've saved it. You can say, this is my budget for the month, and I'm not going beyond it, no matter what happened. Extended family rang you saying that they've got problem at home. Forget that. Stick to your budget, okay? Once you become a millionaire or a billionaire in the future, you can help them a lot better way than literally resolving that issue now. Again, stick to that budget. Don't go beyond it. Cut your expenditures down. If you used to go to like pubs, clubbing, or drinking, reduce that for now, and then obviously stick to that budget that would allow you to use that money to get a multiple stream of income. And then the fifth way, or the fifth habit you need to master basically, is to basically stay away from debt. Okay, some people are addicted to debt, right? Whatever they buy, they have to do a finance. They want to buy a sofa, finance. They want to buy a fridge freezer, finance. They want to buy a trainer, they're taking a loan. They want to buy a dining table, they're taking a loan. It's not good for you. It's a bad debt. It is a bad debt. Stay away from it. It's an addiction, right? If you can't afford it, don't take a loan on it, right? Go and buy what you can afford, okay? And again, these are the habits of the poor. They want the house to be nice and amazing, and all of it is a debt. I walked to some of my students' houses. I was shocked when I went there. I said, wow, you got amazing stuff. Where do you get this stuff from? I got this from Argos on a loan. I got this from Chorus on a loan. I got this from that from a loan. I was like, what the hell is going on? Right? Why do you need it? He said, oh, I want to be comfortable when people visit me so they can see my house is nice. They're only there for an hour or so, and then they've gone. So what's that got to do with it? Again, it's an addiction. It's a habit that we need to reverse, because there's so many people going into these bad loans that doesn't add any value to their life apart from basically financial ruinous. Because when they hear saying, okay, it's 12-month interest free, they just jump on it. They don't know what the benefit or the consequences are if they cannot afford to pay it. And again, you don't want to be one of those people, okay? So retract from that if you are, and then find a way to pay off whatever you have there, and then go and buy things that you can afford, okay? Live below your means, right? You don't have to have the most expensive fridge. You don't have to have the biggest TV, right? End of the day, we're all going to be watching the same thing. So again, stay away from bad debt, because these sort of things are bad debts. They're not bringing any value to you, right? They're not bringing any additional value to you, okay? Stay away from taking debts to go on holiday. Stay away from taking debts to buy present for a family member or for a friend. Stay away from taking bad debts to buy expensive cars that will not add any value to you, okay? Do the reverse, right? Do the reverse. Take debts that can add value to you by taking a debt to buy a house, taking a debt to pay for your property investment courses, or taking a debt to pay for courses that would allow you to generate passive income, right? Or take an investment to literally invest in another business, okay? And the sixth habit to build to get you to that promised land is basically live on less than you make. I have touched on this already. So if you're making £2,000 a month, make sure you live on £1,000 a month, or maybe the highest £1,200 a month. So then at least you can save that £800. Again, live below that, because if you live below that, you would never worry financially anyways. And whatever is left over, you can then invest that for a passive income, right? And the seventh habit you need to master is basically focus on long term, right? Focus on long term. What do I mean by focus on long term? Basically, if you want to generate income, don't go for strategies that tells you get return 1,000% return on investment in the next week or so, right? It is too good to be through, right? You need to make sure you're there for the long term, right? There's so many people who lost lots of money in Bitcoins, for example. They were told, oh, if you invest in Bitcoin in about a week or a month, your money would have tripled. Guess what? They lost their money, right? Don't go for anything that is get rich quick scheme, because most of them are just pawns and scams, basically. When it comes to property, go into property. It's a long-term thing. If you secure a rent-to-rent, it's 3 years. If you buy a property, it's for a lifetime. If you agree a purchase lease option, again, it's a lifetime. So stay away from short-term kind of benefit. Make sure you are focused on the long term to ensure you generate wealth at the same time, passive income. And again, the 8 ways or the 8 habits you need to master is to network. Your network is your net worth. Network with successful people. Network with people that would add value to you, right? Not people that you could add value to, okay? For example, look for people that do, if you are in properties, look for people that are doing properties. People that are doing really, really well, better than you are, right? Make these people our friends, surround yourself with these sort of people, because they can only help you grow. But if you're the smartest among your group, I think it's about time to find a new group. It's about time to find someone who is a bit advanced than you are, or maybe the same level, so you can encourage and motivate each other to grow. But if they're not those sort of people, if people are thinking about football clubs, when to go and buy a football ticket, when to go on holiday, when to go on parties and clubs and all that sort of thing. So maybe you want to move away from those people. You want to maybe segregate yourself from those people, because those people will not add value to you. Okay, they are not bringing anything to you, right? If you're living with people who always criticize you, who will tell you you're not good, you are a person who doesn't really add any value. So you want to distract yourself from those people, because what that does basically, literally, they are battery drainers. We call them battery drainers. They drain all your energy. They literally criticize you every single day, and then guess what? You lose your motivation and you lose your ambition. Again, stay away from those people. And then hang around with, be in a mastermind, people that think on how to grow, how to expand, how to take themselves to the next level. Again, very important to be part of those mastermind. And then the 10th thing also, learn about personal finance, because this is what they don't teach us at university. Learn about personal finance. What are fixed costs? What are variable costs? What is residual income? What is passive income? What's revenue? How do I make revenue? How do I make passive income? If you learn things like this then allows you to understand exactly what you need to do to take you to the promised land. Don't compare yourself with others. Very important, because if you start comparing yourself with other people, you get paranoid. You literally start to demoralize yourself. You'll see yourself weak. As long as you're doing better today than you did yesterday, you're doing absolutely amazing. So again, as long as you are in that position, it's fine. As long as you're progressing, you're getting yourself to the next level, it's good to do that, because that helps you actually take you to the next level, and you don't have to compare yourself with anybody else. You are you. You have a thumbprint for a reason. It's because you're different, you are unique. So as long as you're progressing, you are better than today than yesterday, you are actually going there, okay? You are actually getting there. So again, that's the habit that you need to master. Don't believe in what you see in social media and all this platform, and then you then think that probably these people are doing better than you. No, compare yourself to yourself, nobody else. And the last but not the least, basically, invest consistently. Right? I think I've touched on this already. Invest consistently. If you invest with this person, find another person to invest with. Find another person to joint venture with. Find another person that you can partner with, or find another person that you can lend money to, because you know the money in the bank is not getting you anything. So again, adapt this habit, and this habit, I believe you me, they will transform your life. These are the habits that will take you to the next level of life. But without this habit, unfortunately, you will not be able to get to where you want to go. So again, I really hope you'll be able to implement these habits. I will go through them again. Number 1, have a better financial goal. Set a better financial goal. Number 2, save before you spend. Number 3, develop passive stream of income. Number 4, basically live on a budget. Number 5, stay away from debt. Number 6, focus on long term. Number 7, live on less than you make. Number 8, network with people, successful people. Number 9, join a mastermind. Number 10, learn about personal finance. Number 11, don't compare yourself with anybody else. And number 12, which is a bonus, invest consistently. Again, I hope this video has been helpful. If this video has been helpful, don't forget to hit the like button below, subscribe to my channel for more of these amazing tutorials. I look forward to sharing the next video.